Blackstock South, Chris Bissonette.
Here.
Bryce Canyon North, John Hike.
Here.
Cabrillo, Juan Carrillo.
Here.
Carriage Square, Vilma Contreras. Channel Islands, Tom McNally.
Here.
Cypress, Noemi Corpus. East Village, Ronald Arwejo.
Here.
5 Points Northeast, Pat Brown. Fremont South, Kim Winch. Hobson Park East, Roger Poirier. Kamala Park, Robert Lucio. La Colonia, Daniel Alvarez.
Here.
Lemonwood, Larry Stein.
Here.
Orchard Park, Diana Velzy.
Here.
Oxnard Dunes, Lisa Hewitt.
Here.
Oxnard Shores, Walt Hagedom.
Here.
Pleasant Valley Estates, Rosanna Biggerstaff. Redwood, Patrick Harlan. Rio Lindo, Sandy Diaz, or Dan Pinedo representing.
Here.
River Park, Paul Schneblin.
Here.
Rose Park, Alfonso Arroyo.
Here.
Sea Air, Edward Castillo. Seaview Estates, Isaac Califf.
Here.
Sierra Linda, Sergio Garcia. South Bank, Deb Aravalo. Southwind, Sofia Vega. Via Marina, Doug Tauber.
Here.
West Village, Michael Gleason. Wilson, Angela Whitecomb. Windsor North, River Ridge, Brian Landers. And Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we go into the approval of minutes and onto our meeting, I'd like to first state congratulations and welcome to Daniel Alvarez, the new chair of La Colonia. I would like to thank both Anna and Daniel Carrillo. Due to their hard work and dedication, made this neighborhood activation one of the easiest we've ever worked on. And they did a smack-up job. They had 34 people there, of which 24 were neighbors from that neighborhood. They did a really good job, so congratulations. Second, I'd also like to congratulate Juan Carrillo. He is the new chair of Cabrillo. And welcome. Thank you for being here tonight, too. Okay, with that, I gotta find my agenda now. Of approval of minutes. Will everybody take a few minutes and review the minutes from October 1st, 2025, and make any motions if necessary? Or to approve. Well, it is necessary to approve. So. Okay, we have a motion to approve by Lisa Hewitt, a seconded by Chris Bissonette. Everybody in favor of approving the minutes as written, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any nays? No. Okay, minutes dated October 1st, 2025 is approved. And thank you. Let's see. Public comments. At this time, a person may address the INCO on matters within the subject matter jurisdiction of the INCO. The INCO cannot enter into a detailed discussion or take any action on any items presented during public comments at this time. Such items may be referred to the executive secretary for administrative action or scheduled on a subsequent agenda for discussion. Public comments on items on the agenda will be considered at the time of the consideration of the agenda item. The presiding officer shall limit public comments to 3 minutes. Okay, do we have any public comments? Come up to the mic over here.
Good evening, Ana Carrillo, La Colonia resident. I want to thank our INCO chair again for helping us out in activating La Colonia Neighborhood Council again, and congratulate also Daniel for becoming a new president of the area. And thank you for Roger. He also helped us too, and the support of Samantha Shapiro. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And congratulations to your neighborhood.
My name is Dan Pinedo. I'm representing Rio Lindo Neighborhood Council. I want to express my condolences to the Shulman family. Lem Shulman passed away, and so he served in the INCO and Measure Committee, and he served our community, our Oxnard community, for a very long time. So, my condolences. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have anybody else? Oh, yes.
Hello, nice to see you. INCO Chair, Kathleen Mallory, Planning and Sustainability Manager for the city. Wanted to thank Samantha for letting me just quickly give a little update. I wanted to promote an upcoming event that we have. It's going to be a pop-up event on November 15th. It'll be at South Winds Park from 9 to 11. I have flyers here in English and Spanish. And we're also coordinating that with the meetup cleanup at South Winds Park. If you register through this event here, you'll also be able to get lunch, which is awesome. We also, as part of that pop-up event, which I'm waiting for you to be so excited to hear about, we'll also be having the same pop-up event that same day at Tresieres Market from 12 to 2, and that is also promoted on the flyer. This is a project that we're bringing to the South Winds community. It is an opportunity to study ways to incentivize and develop transit-oriented communities. So the city received about a $670,000 grant to look at ways to encourage mixed income and commercial development along a defined high-quality transit corridor in the South Oxnard area. We intend to meet with the community and hear their input regarding development in that area, ways to layer upon the opportunities that we think are there. We know that there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of interest in what to do in that area from all segments of the community. We will have Spanish and mixed tech interpretation, and we're wanting to hear from the community what their interests are for this defined area. At the pop-up event, we'll have a series of questions, and as I mentioned, we'll have translators there. We will be giving a presentation before the INCO on December 3rd. And I just was, we have a website that will be directing the community to the page to get updates. And I'm just happy to give information about it. And again, I hope that the community takes flyers that we have here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else for public comments? Okay.
Okay, so I just want to bring this up briefly.
just let me say something. You can, if you have a public comment, go ahead and go up to the stand and I'll call on you after Doug's done. Okay? It's his first time, so.
See?
No,
Okay.
you go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to try to bring this up as a last-minute agenda item, but it's going to be set back for a better date. But I just want to make it known to the neighborhood councils that are not around the airport. I know that, Isaac and Walt know about this. There's the county commissioners that govern that airport. There is members on that, appointed to that commission that have financial conflicts of interest. And I want to suggest, whenever you have, these people are appointed by our supervisors, it just suggests that when your meetings are attended by any of our supervisors, bring it up. There is a meeting, I don't know, when is it, Walt? The 12th, there is a meeting, it's available online, you might want to take a look at it. They're calling to abolish the airport commission and silence everybody's voices. And the people who are suggesting it are people who sit on there and are business owners and employees of businesses on the field, and they're sitting there making policy. So there's an ethics issue to be resolved. So I will be bringing that up in a future agenda item. Maybe we can talk about it. Thank you.
Okay, and Samantha, public comments is supposed to have the 3 minutes timer. Sorry. Go ahead and make it, go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Just said his name.
I'm not just here representing our Colonia neighborhood, but also Eastside Little League. And I wanted to give a shout out to city employees from the Parks Department and the Recreational Activities Department. Joe Perez, Juliet Morales, Adam Lopez, Jesse Tapia, Brandon Lopez. Thanks to these city employees, we were able to have a fall ball season this year, which made our kids very, very happy, and it kept them off the streets and maybe off their tablets too. So I just wanted to mention them because and I'm a coach at the Eastside Little League. They helped make that possible. When last season we didn't have a fall ball, so the kids didn't have, no baseball at the park. And I know the time change is making it a little hard for us to continue with our practice, but we have just about 2 weeks left. But I'm grateful to the city of Oxnard and those employees for coming through for the kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else for public comments? Nope. Okay, so let's move on to business. Holiday events and programs. Recommendations that the INCO general membership receive a verbal update from Olympia Hugo and Esteban Melcher, recreation supervisors, on the holiday events and programs organized by the city's Cultural and Community Services Department. That's right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olympia Hugo. I'm here with Esteban Melchor, and we're both, as you shared, recreation supervisors with Cultural and Community Services, and we'll be sharing about the different events and programs we have coming up within the months of November and December. And so actually this week we've started our turkey distribution signups at 3 of our youth centers, so at Oxnard PAL, the Colonia Youth Center, and then also at Southwinds Youth Center. And so at those 3 sites, we've signed up over 100 families already for each site. We distribute 500 turkeys every year. There are still spots open for our families at the PAL Youth Center and then also at Southwinds for those who are interested. Southwinds opens at 2:30 p.m. and PAL opens at 3 p.m. And so families are encouraged to come by and sign up. You have to bring in identification and then also proof of government assistance. Also, our youth winter basketball signups are alive and well. We know a lot of our families, their youth are signing up through their local schools, but also there are opportunities for them to sign up through the Colonia gym and also at the PAL gym. So this is for 2nd through 8th grade. We also have up here, we've brought a QR code for people to scan and to download our activity guide so you can see all of the programs across the department. This is from our public libraries, from our youth centers, our senior centers, our youth classes and adult classes as well. You can see all the activities and programs in there. And we've also brought from our library division, we have bookmarks that are highlighting the different regular programs for adults, for teens, and also for seniors. And coming up, there is a Workforce Family Day on January 10th. Want to make sure that people know about it. There will be different agencies there to help adults work on resumes, prepare for applying for jobs. And the special component of this is that our children librarians are also going to be engaging in activities for children so that parents are able to have their kids engaged, an educational, beneficial program while they work to better themselves and to have access to those resources. And those resources are available in English and Spanish for that special event. We also have information on Voices of Oxnard Youth. So this is a new program that's actually being launched by Councilwoman Perez and Mayor Pro Tem Terán. It is a program for high school sophomores, juniors, and seniors to join our first cohort that will start in January through the month of May. And so the idea is to have one delegate from each of our local high schools, including our home schools, and also our alternative schools, to serve on a committee that will engage in community service, outreach, and really looking at the youth voice and their opportunities to give back to the community within a structured environment supported by City Council, and also able to share the youth perspective with our council and CAGs. So that application is due November 14th. So we have those flyers here as well. Also, Santa's Workshop for PAL registrations will begin the week of November 17th and at those same 3 youth centers. So at Oxnard PAL, at the old Oxnard High School campus, at Colonia Youth Center, and also at Oxnard PAL at Southwinds Park. And I think that's all of them.
Good evening, everyone. So additionally, we also brought the senior calendar. So we have 4 senior centers in Palm Vista, Wilson, South Oxnard Center, and Colonia. So there are plenty of holiday events and just regular activities scheduled for the month of November. So all 4 calendars are part of that one flyer. We also have a pamphlet for one of our newer programs called SIMS, which is Seniors in Motion. And this is what we like to think of for seniors who don't believe that they're seniors, so they don't have to actually go to a senior center, but still interact with other older adults. And it's anything from going out on walks, meeting out for breakfast or coffee, just keeping mobile is what which is our goal, right? And then finally, we do want to mention that the 18th annual Tamal Festival is just around the corner. So that is happening on December 6th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is, so some of the highlights. We have I think we have around 25 different food vendors, 15 of them being tamal, specifically tamal vendors. And so we have representing tamales from Mexico, Guatemala, and different areas in Southern California. So you'll get to try the classics like pork and green chile tamales, to new favorites or new kind of creative takes on the tamal. This year we're going to have pumpkin spice tamales. We're going to have strawberry dessert tamales. And then for the first time, we're having gluten-free and vegan tamales. So I think that's pretty exciting to try. Also, we have a new vendor called Straw Eats. And so everything is strawberry themed. And so we're looking forward for that one. Then, of course, one of the highlights of the Tamal Festival is actually the Best Tamal Contest. So this is where our judges sample savory tamales and both savory and sweet tamales, and then come up with a winner. Other highlights from the event is our craft corner, which is completely free. Our pictures with Santa and their elves. We have, we're also going to have a cooking demonstration by the abuelitas from the Colonia Center. And so they'll also have a booth. So if you have any tamal questions that you want to ask an abuelita, you can go up and ask them, and they'll be happy to kind of share their knowledge. Yes, and sorry, and so we have Vallarta, who is sponsoring a lot of the which is sponsoring this booth, and they'll also be next to pictures with Santa handing out free goodies. And so, yeah, we hope to see you all there. And special thanks to one of our main sponsors, Radio Láser, who has come up with an awesome lineup for live entertainment that evening. Okay, thank you.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments? Mike?
My question is, there are going to be a lot of visitors there, and many of the visitors will going to be using the parking structure to park their vehicles. Will the elevators at the parking structure be working by then?
Okay, it wasn't a question, right? It was a comment? Okay, so does anybody else have any questions?
Can I get an answer?
I think we're going to look into that with facilities, Public Works. Yeah.
Well, I've been looking into that for a year and a half.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else have any comments or questions? Nope, okay. Well, thank you very much for coming, and
Thank you.
thank you for all that you do for the city.
Isn't there one online?
Huh? What?
I am so sorry. We have some online.
Oh, sorry, we do have somebody online. Sorry.
Noemi, please unmute.
Yes, hi. I have a question actually for the lady that just presented.
Okay.
Will there be is there like an opportunity for like maybe young adults to volunteer with distribution for the turkey and food distribution stuff for Thanksgiving?
For the turkey distributions, we actually reserve those for the sponsors who are helping to fund those turkeys. Those are all signed up. However, for Santa's workshop, for our gift distribution, we do bring in volunteers to help us with wrapping the gifts for children. We make sure that every single gift that we donate out into the community is wrapped so that every child has at least one wrapped gift under the tree, with the exception of stuffies. They're the only ones that don't get wrapped.
Where can we go to sign up?
You can actually email info@oxnardpal.org. Or you can come by PAL, so 350 South K Street. Our youth center is open at 3 p.m. and our office is open at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And we'll have Samantha send out your contact information as well to the membership. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Item number 2, INCO Executive Board election. That the INCO General Membership elects the new Executive Board for 2026. And with that, as everybody knows, every seat is always open to run. Currently, everybody on the executive board is running. I'm running for all positions. Chris is running for only 3 and 4. Is that still correct? Okay. Alfonso is running for 1 through 4. Doug as well, and Lisa as well. And then we have also Isaac currently showed an interest in running for all positions as well. So is there anybody on the floor that would like to throw their name in the ring? No? Okay, you want to run for the executive board?
Yes,
Okay, what positions would you like to run for?
it's available.
All of them? It's just like you're, yeah,
I'll try it, yes, I will.
okay, all right, so all positions, okay. Is there anybody else?
Fourth, third, second,
Chair and 4 vice chair positions. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Huh? He can run for all positions, so. Okay, so has he decided or?
Is it for this?
The
So we'll be
executive
for
board up
the
here.
executive board of the Inter-Neighborhood Council Organization, so there's the position of chair, they're the ones that preside over the meeting. They help with setting up, like agenda items, all of that. There is a first, second, third, and fourth vice chair, who all support the committee. And there's also, so there's this meeting on the first Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. There's also an executive board meeting on the second Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m., and they're both in person.
Okay. Am I eligible?
yes,
Yes?
Okay.
I will be chairman of the neighborhood.
Yeah. I'm still the chairman of my neighborhood.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
That's why, that makes you eligible.
Yes, please. The main chair. Any of them is fine.
Okay, so Samantha, you want to, I'm going to let Samantha run the rest of the meeting.
Okay, so I have this sheet for
Election.
everyone that outlines the people who have expressed interest in running, with the exception of Daniel right here, who just expressed interest in any of the positions. So what we're going to do is we have a slip for each position. So we're going to run through chair first, vice chair second, third, fourth. Can you hear me? Okay. So if each chair, or if there is a proxy, so Dan, I have Sandy appointed you on behalf of your neighborhood today. So each person can come up, grab this, put their name, the neighborhood they represent, and your nomination for chair. And so I will leave these here, and then after we do that, I'll tally the votes, announce who was selected as chair, move on to first vice chair, second, third, fourth. Sounds good?
Yes.
Thank you, Samantha. Michael, are you sure you don't want to run?
I nominate you.
And then if you all want to grab one of these, reminder who's running for.
Huh?
You use that word loosely.
What is this for now?
That's just the different candidates.
Oh, for what positions? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Wait, are you able to put on the screen who are the people or chair, or do you want to just say it? Yeah. It's fine. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll bring it for a couple minutes.
Oh, here. This one is for the chair position right now. So that's who you need to vote for. Isaac and Daniel and myself are running for chair.
So before we vote, would anyone like to make a comment about why they're running and why they'd like to be elected?
Isaac, myself, so that's what you got to write down, right? You need what? No, you do it on there. Huh? What? You know what? First of all, before we put in our votes, Isaac, would you like to stand up and make a comment? Yes, I would like to make a comment too. Go ahead. Sorry, thank you, Samantha, I forgot. Before you put in your votes, let's hear these guys out that are running for chair, okay?
Hi, yeah, sure. I'm Isaac Holler from Seaview Estates. Didn't really mean to bump anybody off, so if you guys are all running, I'm happy to wait another year till somebody's not interested, but if you guys want to vote for me, I'm happy to serve on the INCO board. So thanks, everyone.
Okay, Isaac, and is Daniel, step up there and make your statement? I've got a long one.
Ready? Hello, everybody. My name is Daniel Alvarez from La Colonia neighborhood. I just want to make a change in my community and in Oxnard. I love Oxnard and I love La Colonia, and anything that I can do to help future generations, current generations, I just want to help. I just want to be helpful. Vote for me, please.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I'm a dedicated and always present and available when our members and communities need support. Serving as chair of our organization, which represents and connects neighborhoods across the area, is not always easy. It requires patience, persistence, and a deep commitment to collaboration and fairness. INCO is an organization that oversees and supports all neighborhood councils across our area. One of our greatest challenges continues to be helping residents understand who we are and the important work we do for their communities. Over the years, I have worked often alongside and with other dedicated members to raise awareness. Together, we've partnered with groups such as Youth Coalition and the city, attending community events and shared information with residents about the importance of neighborhood councils. Many people are surprised to learn they have a council representing them, and I make it a priority to connect them with their local leaders and encourage participation. This outreach not only strengthens existing neighborhood councils, but it also helps identify residents interested in activating their own inactive councils. Through these efforts, we expand our organization's reach and strengthen the foundation of community engagement across all neighborhoods. I am proud to say, my thing is going out. I'm proud to say that I have been a part of many successful neighborhood activations, helping residents organize, engage, and bring their communities together. I have also provided direct support to several neighborhood council chairs, especially those facing highly contested elections, struggling to reach quorums or needing assistance with virtual meetings. I believe in empowering our leaders and ensuring every council has the tools and encouragement to succeed. In addition to outreach and support, I've stood up for key programs that benefit our neighborhoods. When neighborhood cleanups were eliminated, as a junior member of the executive board at the time, even then, I took the initiative to request an emergency meeting to express my concerns and advocate for reinstating the program. I emphasize the tremendous outreach value these cleanups provide, building goodwill with the city and fostering community pride. Because of that effort, we preserved one of the most impactful outreach opportunities we have. If reelected as chair, I will continue to lead with dedication, collaboration, and integrity, ensuring every neighborhood has a voice, every council feels supported, and our organization remains a strong advocate for all communities. Thank you for hearing me out.
very involved in calling decades. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people here who've been for a while, provide advice with you, helping save the neighborhood. No, but I heard it might turn around. I was told that until his death, he has to counsel, and then every year he family. So that's why we've been actually part of the meeting. When did he pass? I thought it was this year that he passed. Yeah. Well, he got stepped down to health issues, and that's when his family. They did it, when they started it. Segregation here, people who work block home. We need one bedroom apartment, we need studios, one bedroom, two bedroom apartment. So it'll be affordable, so that's one big issue.
So we had, what is this, 12? 16 total votes, 12 for Diana Velzi, 1 for Daniel Alvarez, 3 for Isaac Califf, and then 1 for Lisa Hewitt, who was not running for chair, but she will be running for first vice chair, second, third, and fourth. So Diana has won the election for chair.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we'll move on to first vice chair, same process. We have the same individuals running minus Diana. So there are, what is that? 5 people? Okay, so those who are running for the first through fourth vice chair, if you have not already made a statement, would you like to? Does anyone?
Want to make a plea? Anybody? Isaac, you guys want to make a plea for any first position? Well, why? Okay, all right. No. Daniel, you wanted to make a plea for the vice chair position? What is my neighborhood? Of course you can vote for yourself. You always can vote for yourself.
Ready? Okay, so I guess for first vice chair, I'm just happy to be here. I'll be willing to run for first vice chair.
She's right now.
As like I said, my name is Daniel Alvarez. I was born and raised in La Colonia, lifelong resident, own property there, coach at the Eastside Little League. I'm out there with all the kids. I love helping. That's what I'm about, helping the community, any community.
He wants to see the.
So,
Sorry.
so for first vice chair, please vote for me. Thank you. Thank you for the applause.
Does anyone else running want to make a statement? If not, you should have received the little nomination form, so please return them when you've completed them, and then we'll tally it up.
Where did you succeed?
Implement that I want. I'm trying to find what, what I talked about. All that. Just get on track. Encourage people to run. Tell people, they don't speak up, they can't be heard. These two people, let's see, 30, 40 years.
Oh, okay, just, oh, okay.
Do I have any out here that I'm not?
Documentation, all sorts of city events. Another issue. They know what skeletons are buried. I just said various, so.
Everybody has something. Okay, understood, sir. I know how to watch the line. Thank you, sir. Sometimes people need to do.
I'm just patting my ability
Well, is she okay with that? I'm sorry.
great demographics.
Oh, they do. I love it. Right by the beach. Yes, sir. We run from north to south, east to west. It's kind of short, but north to south is on.
No, I'm just giving you guys a heads.
Okay.
Just get,
Because I need to
yeah,
cross
I
out
get
the
prepared
dates,
while
yeah.
she's counting.
Well,
Since I can't do a smoking dance.
yeah, the chair. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you. I have a little bit of hair, my beard.
At least you have hair. Have some of that, goes on here.
I tried and I tried and I tried. It's good. Hey, if I have a problem, I told my wife, we do not use my parts. I said, okay.
Okay, so the results for first vice chair as follows. Isaac received 4 votes, Alfonso 2, Daniel 3, Doug 3, and Lisa 5. So the first vice chair will be Lisa Hewitt. And you should have received, yes, sorry. So second vice chair, we have Alfonso Arroyo, Doug Tauber, Isaac Calif, and Daniel Alvarez. And you should have received your slips. So again, just same process. We can complete them, return them, and then we'll tally it up and then move on to third and fourth.
Can I speak again? Okay, everybody, Daniel Alvarez here again. A little bit more about me. I just graduated from Oxnard High School, Behavioral Studies. I'm working on a business degree. I own my own business. I have a carpet cleaning business. Like I said, I'm a coach, husband, father, and I'm happy to be here. So, second vice chair, please. Thank you. Yeah, they're right in my different living room. And I'm a chairman of them. Perfect, hand in hand. It's a symbiotic relationship. Thank you for that. I'm sure he appreciates it. So, remind them, especially talk to Mike and Nigel. The business cards? Give them some business cards. Let me see if I have some. I probably do. Oh, I do. What a coincidence. That's my last one. I gave them all out today. You get more, right? So we can on top of that. You're going to be getting more? I have 5,000 more. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, keep it. No. Stop by the store and pick up some more. Like carpentine. Here, someone. Did you get yours, Larry? Somewhere, yeah, I turned it over. Thank you. Keep the cards. I have many of them. Oh, we'll keep trying. Close, but no cigar. The other thing is, you don't have to be a member of the executive board or so pass the board meeting. This will be ours only. You can attend those anyways. Whether you're chairman or not. So not to you. You don't have to be a member of the board to attend a meeting. Just one. Well, either way, I like it. It's nice and it's air conditioned in here, so it feels good. The meeting, the executive meets behind. It's in the room behind the chambers. Thank you, sir, for all this information you're sharing with me.
Did anyone vote in this one that did not in the first vice chair? You would? Did someone?
What did you say?
Did anyone vote in this second vice chair that did not vote in the first vice chair or chair?
Huh? I'm not sure what.
Except for not cast a vote, there's one more vote now than there was in the previous votes.
Thank you for wording that.
Could happen, I suppose. Unless they forgot to change the number. I did. I guess there's the next one. Well, that's true. That happens. Or they got them mixed up when they turned them in.
Okay, so after verifying the votes, everyone who did vote is an active chair, so they are eligible. We have the votes as follows. For second vice chair, Alfonso, 5 votes, Doug, 3, Isaac has 7, and Daniel has 2. So Isaac is elected as the second vice chair.
All right.
This time. So moving on to the third vice chair position, the following people are interested in running. We have Alfonso Arroyo, Doug Tauber, Chris Bissonette, and Daniel Alvarez. Have I missed anyone? Okay, so you should have received the ballots, so if you can return those, we will tally those up. Thank you.
Oh, here. No. I don't want to lose anybody up.
Yeah, third. I haven't distributed fourth. We're just tallying third. I'll bring the fourth out.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm ready to pick them up. Sorry, trying to keep things going smoothly and I'm just confused.
Everything noise confused.
Did everyone return theirs for third vice chair? Okay, so the votes for third vice chair are as follows. Daniel Alvarez, 7, Doug Tauber, 4, Chris Bissonette, 4, and Alfonso Arroyo, 2. So Daniel Alvarez is elected as third vice chair. So now we are moving on to the fourth and final vice chair. And those who are interested in election are Alfonso Arroyo, Chris Bissonette, and Doug Tauber.
These are the ones that are already in, okay, the ones over here. So, Mark, no one wants to to give a speech? No? Yes. Oh man, I love it. Oh, please, excuse me. My left. Oh man, I love it. So, thank you for the love, so here it is. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna move the meeting to the alley.
Which trailer is backyard?
Excuse me?
Which trailer, which backyard?
This trailer in my backyard.
Okay, so the votes for fourth vice chair are as follows. Doug Tauber has 9 votes, Alfonso received 3, and Chris received 5. So Doug is elected as fourth vice chair. So congratulations to the 2026 board. The board takes office at the first meeting of the year, so that will be January 2026. And we will be in touch with more information to the new members. And that concludes the election.
Thank you very much, Samantha. Thank you. If you get,
So the results are as follows. For the chair position, Diana Velzy from Orchard Park. First vice chair will be Lisa Hewitt from Oxnard Dunes. Second vice chair is Isaac Califf from Seaview Estates. Third vice chair, Daniel Alvarez from La Colonia. And fourth vice chair, Doug Tauber from Villa Marina. I'm so sorry.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Okay, let's move on to item 3, subject, parade and festival update and discussion. Recommendation that the INCO general membership receive an update from the parade and festival subcommittee, followed by an open discussion.
Thank you. So I think the last time I made my report, they had announced the theme, and it's a storybook Christmas. And they have released the application so we can apply. But before we can do so, we need 3 more neighborhoods to agree to participate. So we made it our 15 that we had agreed upon. And the committee met, and our recommendation is that we have classic cars as our float, as our entry. And we would love entries from neighborhoods, but we do have an individual who is a Oxnard resident that is very excited about getting some other cars involved. We can have up to 9 vehicles. And then we would like 50 individuals walking, so each one of them can represent each neighborhood. So we can have every neighborhood represented, as well as 2 carrying the INCO banner. So that's what we would like to have everyone's help on, is getting those 50 people, the 9 vehicles, and really representing our city in a really great way. Questions?
A suggestion for vehicles is perhaps contact some auto clubs. There are a number of car clubs in Oxnard, and I'm sure they're more than happy to participate. So just a suggestion. We also have 2 or 3 antique museums in Oxnard. Might want to contact them to see if anybody wants to participate in the parade as well, just for what it's worth.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Could you name the individual neighborhoods that did volunteer already, please?
I would love to, but I don't have my list. Raise your hand if you've said yes.
All of us sitting on the dais has, and
Larry.
and everybody on the subcommittee, the committee has volunteered.
Yes.
I'm
trying to convince Isaac to come on board.
Isaac is on board. He's on board now.
So now we're down to 2.
All we need is just you. All we need to know is, do you want your neighborhood represented?
Is this for volunteering for the Christmas parade?
Yeah, you need to.
So we are.
People that have plastic cars in the neighborhood that might be interested.
Alls we're asking is for at least 15 neighborhoods to say that they would participate in some way.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I can't commit because they're not my vehicles?
No. That's not what she says.
No. And maybe somebody from your neighborhood would walk with us,
Okay.
right? Okay. So now we need 1 more neighborhood.
Okay, may I? My neighbor hasn't committed yet because we don't have a meeting. That'll be on Monday.
Could we get it from you, that you just say that you would want to?
Because it's on our agenda.
Right.
Yeah,
So, and by the way, I have a
it's-
'69 Camaro.
It's
Perfect.
a chair decision.
Well, then you're a yes.
Yeah.
And it
It's
is a
definitely
chair
yes.
decision. It's not a neighborhood decision. It's a chair decision as to whether or not you want your neighborhood represented
Yeah.
and whether or not you're going to get people there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all we need to know.
Okay. I thought
Sorry.
my people had to vote on it. I'm sorry.
No
we don't
voting.
need to
No.
vote.
We already voted on it, saying that we're going to
right.
do this as a membership. You are a member, and you're just going to tell your
And now
neighborhood
we'll
to show
just-
up.
Okay.
Or
it
you
sounds-
were.
Then,
Go ahead. Sorry.
then you got your
Sorry.
neighborhood.
Okay,
Rainey-
so it sounds
Rainey's
like we
got-
may have
Rainey's
our.
got the floor. Sorry.
It sounds like we may have our 15, based on what I'm hearing today. I'll have to get back to my spreadsheet. But based on that, I do have the application ready. And if you do have individuals who are interested in participating in the vehicle, right? So entering a vehicle, we would like them to be willing to decorate it themselves. So it has to be decorated preferably along the, thank you, the storybook theme. And possibly having other, and they have to show proof of insurance. So we have to make sure that all vehicles entered are currently insured when they are in the parade. Correct.
Now, we were talking to Walt, is that gentleman that you were referring to, is he also interested in getting some cars still available? Okay, all
But
right.
he just couldn't be here tonight, right? Yeah, he couldn't
Okay.
make it tonight. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we don't think we're gonna have a problem getting the vehicles. And we just thought that that would be a really great way to generate interest, because who doesn't like to see some really great classic vehicles? And then if we can get every neighborhood represented and let those people know that if they live in a neighborhood that does not currently have an active council, that we would love to visit with them. So that's the intent. Any other questions?
No.
Yes.
I'm sure that a time to meet and all the other things will come afterwards to say, we're gonna meet on the 6th at 8 o'clock in the morning at this particular corner. Or...
Correct. The time of the parade is 10 to 12. Of course, we're going to have to meet anyone who's walking or participating in the parade will have to be there for that entire time. And then we will also have some representation at the Tamale Festival. That will be limited. We'll probably have like 4 or 5 people there. We're not going to have 50. But yes.
And then the last question, is there any type of outfit to wear while you're marching in the parade?
That has not yet been, storybook, that has not been decided, but we really are looking for people to, maybe if you have a neighborhood hat, maybe we could wear things like that, but definitely be festive.
Thank you.
Is that all?
I just want to get some details. Can you, when we're done, I just want to get some details from you.
Come grab me.
All right.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else that have any questions, or do we have any up on the web? Nope, okay. Then we're done. We're not done, but item E, neighborhood chair reports. Neighborhood chairs may individually report on items of interest or concern to their neighborhoods. The INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take action on any item presented during these reports. Anybody with a chair report?
Good evening, Walt Hagen of Oxnard Shores. We're going to have our general meeting on the 13th with the city manager, Alex, talking about Oxnard safety and self-reliance. Other interesting ones is on November 12th, the airport is having their advisory meeting. Someone on their board is trying to dismantle that board because it's not, they say it's not useful, but it's the only public representation at the airport, and the only reason that it hasn't been effective is because they haven't been operating under their bylaws, and the people who have been assigned to them have been people who have been airport operators or hangar owners or people who are running flight schools, and so we have to ask the supervisors to appoint people who are local people who are, let's say, accountants and people who or business people who aren't connected directly to the airport to represent us. Also on the 19th of November, there's a local coastal plan update at the library at 6 o'clock. This is very important for Oxnard Shores. We've been working on this for 10 years. I'm afraid that some of the things the city is doing is not going to be helpful, especially to Oxnard Shores and to Channel Islands and some of the other the beachfront communities. So those are important ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Juan Carrillo, and I'm the new chair of Cabrillo Neighborhood. So nice to see you guys. I've been at meetings before, but just want to say happy to be on the team, as Daniel was saying. I'm long 15-year resident of Cabrillo Park. I'm an attorney at a legal aid in the city. And so October 29th is when we had our last neighborhood meeting. We had 27 members present. The city manager, Alex Nguyen, gave his Keeping Oxnard Safe and Resilient presentation. A lot of talk about taxes and numbers and just warning us of the incoming realities. But I appreciate it. At the end, he gave us a questionnaire, saying like if we give our voice to the city on what things we want prioritized. Shout out to the fire department. We had 10 of those guys there, so no fires were had. We held elections, so that was good. I think we have our 5 members on the board and 3 members at large. And I really find those meetings helpful. I've been around the neighborhood kind of operations for a year now, and some people raise concerns that I think, like, I'm gonna start brainstorming with my group before bringing it to you guys. But yeah, just in case other neighborhoods have these too. So like 2 of the concerns I can mention just are, kind of looking for answers or more things we could do for a lot of bike riders not wearing helmets, right? We want to keep our neighbors safe and happy. And then also just residents expressing concern about there's this light. There's this very brief left turn yield light type of thing on Ventura and Doris. And as someone who also takes that to get to our Cabrillo neighborhood, it's kind of a very brief light and you just have cars kind of flying at you. So yeah, people are sort of worried about like, are there going to be accidents there? I don't know the statistics on that, but that was something that came up that I just wanted to put out there in case anyone else has sort of similar things in their neighborhood that people are concerned about. And that's all I got.
Thank you. John?
Yes, John Ag, Price County North. A neighborhood meeting was attempted on the 22nd of October. We did not meet quorum. The meeting was organized by flyers exclusively, although Michaela Perez was there and had an engaging discussion with people who did show up. And there were some volunteers who are interested in putting up speed humps on F Street between Bryce Canyon and Yucca, so that'll be an ongoing project. And there's a trash collection at Carty Park, November 8th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you have trash that's hanging around your house and you haven't gotten rid of it, here's your chance to evict it. And I have to say thanks to the businesses in Bryce Canyon North and slightly elsewhere who posted flyers for the trash collection. If you are a business that way and you're watching, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Isaac Olive, Seaview Estates again. We are having our next neighborhood meeting tomorrow, so good timing. We've heard a couple people talk about airports today. Funnily enough, we will have Ventura County Airport staff at our meeting to give a presentation and answer questions. So we might bring up some of these things that Doug and others have brought up. But if you want to come, we'd love to have you over at Seaview. It's at the Juan Soria Elementary right there on 5th. Thanks.
Thank you. Daniel?
Hello, everybody. So La Colonia Neighborhood Council just started this Saturday. So we haven't had a chance to, besides that meeting, link up for other issues, but there's a lot of construction going on in the neighborhood right now. They're fixing the streets, fixing the handicap accessibility ramps. Shout out to my friend Miguel Guillen from the City of Oxnard Traffic Engineer. My concern is with the park, where I spend a lot of my time coaching the kids. Our restrooms are pretty beat up there. We have 2 sets of restrooms, one inside the memorial gym, and then we have another set outside that are very, very, very old, and you could smell the plumbing is no good no more. So we opened those on Sunday, but the smell is still kind of pungent. Hopefully sometime in the future the City of Oxnard can address that issue with the restrooms and also increase safety. Maybe an officer every so often when the kids are there. We had an incident a few weeks ago where a drunk man came onto one of our games. There was an exposure. Kids were out there. Coaches had to run, shield the kids. It was pretty ugly, but our coaches, they stepped up for the kids, and hopefully the OPD can address this sometime in the future, increase the beat. My main concern is the safety of the kids. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Paul?
Good evening, folks. Paul Schnabel in Oxnard, River Park, sorry. Our last meeting featured County Supervisor Matt Levere. He came out to talk about some of the issues related to the levee at the Santa Clara River, the homeless issues there, and other items of concern to the community. Had a great turnout and really a lively discussion about that. Our next event is going to be on December 10th. City Manager Nguyen is going to be coming over to speak to our folks about the presentation that we mentioned previously. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Hi, good evening, Ronald Arwejo, East Village. We just had a meeting last month, which our city clerk came out to. I really encourage all the neighborhoods. That was the first time a city clerk came to a neighborhood meeting since I think the 2010s. Has a lot of good information, and she really would like to come out to all the neighborhood meetings. So please reach out to her. She's really excited to do that. Our associate engineer, Miguel Guyen, for traffic engineering. There's a lot of signs out in a lot of the neighborhoods, especially in the East Village. And so and with daylighting, there's just a lot of questions going along. I'll just give a shout out to one of our attendees. We always tell our neighbors to call or reach out to 311, reach out to your city council member, reach out to city staff, and this person did all three of them. And so I don't even do that for all of the problems. So I really commend her, and I recommend everyone to do that. We'll have our election meeting in January, and that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ron. Okay, anybody up on the dais that wants? Okay, Chris?
Chris Bissonette, Blackstock South. We had a successful meeting on the 23rd. And it worked out where the only person that changed in the executive board was our treasurer. We've had the beat cop out there, code enforcement out there, a translator. Thank you very much, Samantha. And we also had guest visitors from the entire city, as well as Michaela Perez. Very successful.
Thank you. Anybody else? Lisa? Okay. Our last meeting was on October 23rd. We did have a complaint about the trash surrounds that they used to use for the big bins to throw out trash in our parks. It is kind of in poor condition. The roof on it has been broken down, so throughout a few years now, they've been throwing trash in and starting to get stinky. We had a complaint about it at the meeting. The next day, I contacted Parks Department to get it on their agenda to clean it out for us. And they just came yesterday. They cleaned it all out for us. They re-locked it up. And now we're on the list to get the roof fixed on it, so that won't happen in the future. But our next meeting is December 4th, 2016, or 2025. I mean, oh my. I need some sleep, apparently. It's going to be held at Sierra Linda. Our neighborhood cleanup on the 25th was very successful. It was slow, but I mean, I shouldn't say it's slow. It was steady. Slow and steady, but there was no breaks in it this time. And we're still waiting on the numbers as to how much tonnage we got removed on that. And that's it for my report. Yeah. Anybody else that wants? Okay. All right. So let's move on. Yeah. Alfonso, did you? Oh. Okay. Report of the executive secretary. Do you have anything, Amanda or Samantha?
Just very quickly, for those of you who submit reservations to have meetings at the Oxnard School District or the Wainimi Elementary School District, they have confirmed that their timeline for approvals is about 15 business days. So that's about 3 weeks. So just keeping that in mind when you're submitting your reservations to allow enough time to get approval before you need to promote your meeting. And if you want to schedule any meetings, please get in touch with me and we can get those on the books.
Okay, thank you. Next, Item G, Executive Board Reports. The Executive Board may individually report on items of interest or concern that INCO cannot enter into detailed discussion or take action on any items presented during these reports. Does anybody here have an executive? No? Okay, currently, we're working on a couple neighborhoods to activate them, Terrace Estates, working with a woman, Tan Dewey Morales, and she's on top of it. She's going to be sending me some dates for she's available to have a meeting on, and we're going to be getting a meeting shortly on her. And then we're also working with on Fremont North right now. Spoke with David Ebbett to get some insight on his neighborhood and work with us on the reactivating his neighborhood by some of the events that we've participated in. We've got several emails for that neighborhood that will hopefully help us get a good start on that. Then if any of you would like to assist us on Wagon Wheel neighborhood to get that restarted up, let us know after the meeting, okay? And then that's it for me today. And nobody else?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so,
do.
Huh, you do?
I do. Okay, so I want to bring something up. I don't know how many of you try to, Walt probably does. I don't know how many people travel down Fifth Street between Victoria and Harbor, or travel Doris between Victoria and Ventura Road. So on both of those streets, there's these ditches. I don't know who's seen them or who hasn't, but take a drive by, take a look now that I'm bringing it up. There's something I'm concerned about. They're extremely deep. Doris ditch, the poles are literally hanging over the side. If you were to get it was raining, and you were to get a flat tire as a woman, you couldn't even pull over there. It's extremely dangerous. If there was a car that went in there, like my son did, you wouldn't even see the car until the next day. I know this because that's what happened. So what I'm going to try to work towards is any ditch, such as Doris and Fifth, that if a car was to fall in that ditch and you could drive by and not see it there, there's a problem. It probably needs to be addressed. I mean, to me, that's really dangerous, and it's something I'm really going to work towards to get addressed. I was at Walt's meeting the last meeting, or Channel Islands last meeting, and they talked about how the water's running off and how all the algae and everything's going into the water because it's coming off of the fields and da-da-da. So I'm thinking if they were to cover that ditch, and it can be done very simply, that would also solve the water issue, and it would solve the fact that these ditches are uncovered. One of the things is that when the ditches were here in 18 whatever, there was no houses. There was nobody but fields. Now, especially by our house, we've got a city on every single corner. We've got Carl's coming, we've got a development in my development, a development across the street from my development, a rave thing coming in where they're gonna have concerts. There's cities on every corner, yet the ditch is still the same. So I'm thinking it's time that we did something. It's time that we brought this up and addressed it, because Moore Park is doing guardrails over all their ditches. So it's maybe something that they're starting to address, and maybe we should too. Also, the Doris ditch, think about it. Every single student in Oxnard High School is a brand new driver. Every single one of them. Now they're gonna build, 900 and some homes right there at 2 o'clock. All these people are taking that ditch. These kids in the high school that are brand new drivers are taking that ditch. Once that development comes, that's another 900 people that are taking that ditch. I'm thinking it's time for us to probably address the safety in that ditch. So drive by, take a look at it, get with me here. The other thing is, I don't know if people are seeing this at all. It's another thing I'm gonna address. I'm gonna be knocking on senior citizen home buildings, but I don't know how many people, if you have seen people riding around on motorized chairs, elderly people, they ride around in motorized chairs. They have no flag, they have no lights, they have no helmet. And I think what's happening is because elderly people, their license are being taken away, the only way for them to get around, like they're in senior homes, and the only way for them to get around are these motorized chairs. Okay, so on September 5th, I was in a really bad car accident with a lady that was in a wheelchair and no flag. If she had a flag, I would have seen her, but because she didn't, It was a fatal accident. So when you see somebody on the road, I don't know what we're gonna do about this, but I can tell because I've seen so many elderly people in so many certain areas, there must be senior homes that are letting people go. Somewhere along the line, I'm noticing, and they're 80, they're not, they're elderly people that probably shouldn't be out alone. So when you see these things, keep them in mind and get on board with me because these are two things to me that are very serious and very personal. I just wanted to put them out there. I don't know who else has seen it or if they have or haven't, but pay attention and help me out. I'm on board, okay? It's gnarly. When you drive by them, you'll be go, oh yeah, that is a gnarly ditch. So that was it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Lisa. Let's move on to item H, items for future consideration. Members may request that items be placed on the future agenda for extended discussion. Yeah. Does anybody have any current suggestions?
Hello, Ronald Arwejo, East Village. I request to have the city clerk present at either the January or the February meeting up to the new board. So she's really wants to. She wanted to come to our public comment, but I said we probably want to hear extended discussion. So anything from January afterwards, she wants to say yes. So thank you to the new board. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have a comment that I forgot to say earlier. So my husband, is it okay if I do that?
Well, what item was it on?
Just announcements. It's an important one.
No. Technically, we're at the future agenda items. Can you leave your information with Samantha and we could maybe
I'll
send
just
out?
shout it out when the meeting's over.
That's even better. But Samantha can send an email to all of us if you want to do it that way too, okay? Okay, see, does anybody have any other suggestions for future agenda items? No? Okay. All right, I mean, we do have a list already anyhow, so we don't need any more right now. But it's always helpful for when those things fall off, our schedule. So anyways, so since I'm not hearing anybody with new ideas, let's move on to item I. Without any objection, I'd like to adjourn the meeting. Hearing none, meeting is adjourned. Yeah.
My husband and I do food share, and the month
Oh.
of November and December